Awesome. Alright. You ready, Ozzy? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, hit it. Morgan and Morganson's date with destiny. That's it, come on, you like the show. Capricious Califrag, Morgan and Morganson stood in the long room of his four walls, narcissing himself in the double glass. He horizontalized his neck bow and let a long stream of air out of his face hole. He was ready to infuriate, or at least ready as he'd ever be. The eat room was all a shadow with the tiny flames of wax sticks. Our man Morgan unstood onto a person holder and waited as the time teller ticked and talked on. Tardily, the saxifragus personette swavered through the wall hole. Her head front was poly-painted with faux face, lips cherried to the max, sea globe hairs embossed to twin the limbs of arachna monsters. Morgan lip-lifted, twittery at the personette. He re-stood and presented her with a person holder, upon which she speedily settled her back cushions. "Merry pre-night," tittered Morgan. "You look verily procreational." "Why, thank you, Triple M, as do you. Soaked and suited, you are quite the sea tree." Morgan pinkified as the food bringer apparated, penguin dressed. The gent was simply seeable as a skog, his down-looking head front formed as if he ever had a face hole full of sour yellows. The eat-room paid slave person pawed a duo of eat lists to Morgan and the personette, then disapparated. The potential procreator sea-globe scanned the eat lists chancelessly. They picked their eat plates, and the food bringer reapparated, primarily inquesting Morgan on his desirated eat plate. "For me, the body of a bunny baby, if you please," Morgan proclaims. "And how would you prefer your bunny baby, sir? Black, brown, or bleedy?" "Bleedy, please," Morgan worded. He lip-lifted at the food bringer, and then targeted his sea globes at the personette. He was shook to see her sea globes dripping a little salt liquid. "And for you, personette?" inquested the food penguin. Blood hiding, she unquested, "The herbivorous option for me." Morgan spit-swallowed and loosed the top flaps of his chest cover-up. The food bringer held in a snorkel float and worded, "And for wet? For juice, we will have for wet, we will have the juice of old red grapes, please. Very well." Morgan speedily shot a solo sea globe at the food bringer. The food penguin boomeranged to the jester, then disapparated with a smize. After another chatless word gap, the eats apparated. The food penguin citrously unhid Morgan's eat plate. On it, unlived, the corpse of a bunny baby. Its manicular rabbit ears as yet unremoved, its olfactory organ buttonish and ever cute. The personette yutched loudly, a puddle of pre-puke ascending into her face hole as the eat-ready fluff pen met her sea globes. The personette's eats were a plate forest, a feast of foliage, a fleshless food pile. Morgan patiently subservietted the bereaved bunny and proceeded to chomp the accessible greenery duetting it. The personette lip-lifted, amarated by Morgan's sacrificious herbivorosity. Post-bunny boycott, the word gaps filled fastly. The personette flirtated viciously and tilted Morganwards, displaying her front cushions bashlessly. Morgan was full-heart butterflated by this flirtatious femalian. Haberdashed and hornified, he tittered as she toe-tabled with the sub-table. Speedily, they slurped the grape liquid, and soonly their person paws pale tableside glowed by the flamy wax sticks. Food bags full, they moneyed the food penguin and uprighted themselves. The personette had desirated to subdivide the debt, but Morgan and Morganson swayed his top ball pendulumically no, and that was that. Out in the no-walls, the duet locked sea globes, top bulb deep in procreational emotation. The personette touched her bottom lip with her top choppers and tilted Morganwards once more. Morgan pinkified, shut his solo sea globe covers, and vicinitated his top bulb to the personette's face hole, and ultimated till Morganwards. And the pair were blocked. Morgan and Morganson almost love-exploded with butterflation as the flirtatious femalian tongue tangled with him. And through the hard clear of the eat room, the formerly falsituous food penguin lifted his citrus lips at the passion-paired persons. How could a humanian fail to be emoted by such a celebratious coupling? And that moon up, when Morgan and Morganson horizontalized himself on his sling platform, for once, It was not a lonely